Hey guys, welcome to Animania. We're your hosts today. I'm Matt,
I'm Bruce.
and we're going to be looking into the new Chapter 7 cards. We have a ton of new releases, so we're just going to dive right in. Uh, Quick shout out to Empire Comics in New Albany, Indiana. If you happen to be in the area, check out the store. Say hi to George, he's the owner. Ask Nathan about the Lorcana card, Gary, Indiana. You might find that very funny. You never know, might get a discount while you're there just for mentioning us. All right. Also want to throw up, since November, Moana 2 has been in theaters. You can also get the new exclusive card. That's only if you go to select theaters. There is a chance they said something the Blu-ray may also have them in it, so we'll find out when that comes out. Otherwise, let's get right into seeing some of these new cards. All right, so here's our very first one, Tika. You might remember from Chapter 1. This is a Moana-themed card. Throwing this right off the bat because we're going to go ahead and talk about these dual-colored cards. So, I know everybody was a little bit put down. You can't just choose either color. So if you have a multicolored card, so say this one is purple and red, you're going to have both of those colors in your deck. You can't just say it's a purple card and use it in a purple-blue deck or anything. So you have to use those two colors in your deck. Starting off with this 10 cost. It's inkable, 12 attack, 12 defense, 3 lore. You can shift it for 7, and during your turn, whenever an opposing character is exerted, banish them. Now, might seem overpowered, but we can go back. There's a Moana card that I believe is a ruby. That one also says banish Taka. It's just an easy, simple card that can be out. A lot of people are playing red, so that might not be a card that's too awful. But for giggles, happened to think about this card as soon as I found it. There's an Anna card. It's purple, and it's in Chapter 5, I believe. Don't quote me on that. But its ability is, when you play this card, exert all opposing characters. If you were to play that after this card, basically you would exert all the characters and banish them if those two were on the board. So that's a really good example of a gameplay that you could use. And I know we just like really tough cards, so... Alright, going with another purple-red. This is Hades. It's uninkable, 6 cost, 4 attack, 6 defense. Whenever you play this character, you may deal 2 damage to another chosen character of yours to banish chosen character with cost 3 or less. And of course, 2 lore to ink with, like, take it.
Right.
I wish Hades was yellow, though, because yellow or purple, I got a Hades deck, and I'm still using the villains kind of stuff. Alright, diving into the blue and red mix. So here's a bell. This is one of the earlier ones that got released. You can shift for 7. It's a 9 inkable with 7 attack, 7 defense. For each item card in your discard, you can pay 1 less to play this character using her shift ability. That's not playing without the shift ability. So if you're playing without, it's still a 9 cost. If you're shifting, then you can subtract how many items. Let's see. And whenever this character quests, you may put up to 3 item cards from your discard on the bottom of your deck and gain 1 lore for each item card moved this way. This one also quests for 3 lore. So, and again, you have to have blue and red in your deck. So this could be another card that you can add in there for blue and red. So we've got our Beast, the Frustrated Designer. 6 uninkable, 5 attack, 5 defense. You can tap this card and pay 2, banish 2 of your items, deal 5 damage to a chosen character. This one also inks for 2. I don't do much of blue-red. And so we've got our Giant Cobra card. This one's going to be purple-silver. 3 inkable, 4 attack, 4 defense. And this is going to have the newest mechanic on it, Vanish. When an opponent chooses this character for an action, banish them. That can be any kind of action that you have. So, like, anything. It could be to give a card plus 1 attack. That is something that is physically targeting it, so you can banish the card. This one in particular, when you play this character, you may choose and discard a card to gain 2 lore. Kind of a quick way to gain some lore there at the end of the game. And it quests for 1 lore. And we might see a little bit more Jafar carding, obviously for the purple-silver mechanics. Here's another one. So 4 inkable, 2 attack, 4 defense. During an opponent's turn, whenever one of your illusion characters is banished, you may return that card to your hand. And this quest for 2 lore, it's a super rare. Might see a couple more illusion cards coming out then, especially if that's a mechanic it's giving.
That's nice.
Still keeping in our purple silver. Wow, that's a tongue twister. 7 inkable card. We got Mufasa. 5 attack, 7 defense. You can shift it for 5. It is evasive and it's a resist +1. And you can also quest this for 2 lore as well. Now we're gonna switch out of this and go to purple green. We got Cusco. So uninkable 4 card, 2 attack, 2 defense. You can quest for 2. He's also evasive, and at the start of your turn, choose 1. Each player draws a card, or each chooses and discards a card. I'm assuming there's going to be some benefit of discarding here coming up. There's some people, like in Pokemon card games, we figured out if we discard some cards, then we can pull them out of our discard later. So that might be something we're going to see. We've got a purple-blue card. It's Vin. And yep, Rushmaster over here ever since, Rafiki came out. Yes. Chapter 1. So we got 5 inkable, 2 attack, 6 defense. Rush, so you can play it as soon as it's played, and attack. When you play this character, chosen character, gets -3 this turn. So you can easily swing into something without taking a bunch of damage back. And quest for 1, so you can also use that for that sort of mechanic. Here we got Peg. It's our yellow-green card. A lot of these cards came out in French, but I also happen to speak French. Je parle français. So I was able to translate some of these for us. So captive audience is if you have at least 3 other characters in play, draw a card. And you can quest for 1. This is one of those kind of nice things that I won't give too much away. There's a very good movie that I like that you'll see some more cards coming up. So we have Perla, 3 inkable, 3 attack, 2 defense. This one's evasive and has support. And of course, you can quest for 1 lore. But keep in mind, gotta have yellow and green in your deck to be able to use this card. This one's yellow-red. So we've got Calhoun, 6 inkable, 5 attack, 5 defense. You can shift it for 4 on character's Calhoun. I know we've got, I think that's Tafita Mutton Top or something. Can't put it on top of her, but it's a racer. When this character challenges another character, you may return a racer character from your discard to your hand. So if you're one of those that made the racer deck, you might be able to bring that back and put this into it. But got to keep it red and yellow, which I think most of Wreck-It Ralph cards were actually red and yellow.
That's nice.
Pascal, one of our little favorite characters. 4 uninkable, 3 attack, 3 defense. You can quest this for 3 lore, and it's evasive. So when you like those little evasive cards like me, this one's a good one to also have in there. Also, the artwork is just fantastic. All right. We got Perdita, 4 inkable, 1 attack, 4 defense. Whenever this character quests, you may pay 2 less for the next puppy character you play this turn. So if you were keeping all your Dalmatian cards, like I know Animania's Josh is doing a Tailwagger deck. I think Chris was making one as well, because we're going to do a tag team dwarfs versus puppies at some point. Your puppy characters gain ward, and you can quest for 2. So if you kept any kind of Dalmatian deck, these are going to be good to add to it. It's also yellow and blue, so there's more, you can just keep your deck yellow-blue. There wasn't a whole lot of other colors of Dalmatians. This one is our action card, Restoring the Heart. It's 1 cost and inkable. Remove up to 3 damage counters, or 3... I'm playing all these other kind of games. There are kind of technically damage counters. Remove up to 3 damage from chosen character or location. Draw a card. Which is always nice. We like to be able to heal our locations if possible. A lot of those are good. Got everybody's favorite Dragon Mushu. 5 inkable, 4 attack, 4 defense. Whenever one of your characters challenges, they gain resist +2 during that challenge. This is great for resist decks, especially if you're using like that Cinderella card with resist and whatnot. During your turn, whenever one of your characters banishes another character in a challenge, gain 2 lore. You can also quest and gain 1 lore with this guy. Deny, I believe is his name. 3 inkable, 3 attack, 2 defense. Reckless and resist +2. Usually your reckless characters don't have any lore that you can quest for. Yeah. That's okay. We got half silver, half green. This is Mr. Shmee. 3 uninkable, 3 attack, 3 defense. Whenever you play an action that isn't a song, you may ready chosen pirate character. Great for pirate decks. I still have my Captain Hook that's silver green from Chapter 1, and little variants in there too. All right. Lady Cluck is going to be blue-silver. Bodyguard and Ward. This is a 5 inkable, 2 attack, 7 defense. And of course you can quest for 1 lore with this one. Alright, here's a fun one. Baymax, giant robot. He's 6 uninkable, 5 attack, 5 defense. Now, Universal Shift 4 is you may pay 4 to play this on top of any one of your characters. Does not matter what it is. Doesn't have to be a Baymax card or anything from that movie. You can just shift it on anything for 4, which is crazy. When you play this character, if you use Shift to play him, remove all damage from him. So you could take advantage of a damaged character and Shift, heal him, and he still quests for 2. Like that's a solid character for just like a common card. We have another green and blue. You may pay 1 less to play characters using their Shift ability to make that cost even less. And this is Ink Geyser. So each player exerts all the cards in their inkwell. Then each player with more than 3 cards in their inkwell returns cards at random from their inkwell to their hand until they have 3 cards in their inkwell. So this would be actually kind of fun later in the game because say, blue is inking like crazy and you have, 12 cards in your ink and your opponent has 5, you're picking up a bunch of cards in your hand to be able to reuse. Alright, red and green, we got Mad Hatter. It's a 6 inkable, 3 attack, 5 defense. Whenever a damaged character challenges another character, you may draw a card. That goes for you challenging or you being challenged. And of course, you can quest for 2. The Troubloir, he's a 2 inkable, 1 attack, 3 defense, resist 1, and he's a singer 4. And you can, of course, quest with him for 1. Alright. Our good old friend Bolt, he was one of the earlier ones that kind of got seen on the images for our Chapter 7. He's a 5 inkable with 3 attack, 5 defense. He can shift for 3, and whenever you ready this character, gain 1 lore for each other undamaged character you have in play. So this would be a good one to have some of those cards that heal anything that you got on the field. And of course you can tap this card, banish chosen illusion character, which would be great going up against those Jafar decks coming up. And of course you can quest for 2. Good super rare card. It's nice to see Bolt being used in Lorcana. And then we got Nidabolt. He's a 2 inkable, 1 attack, 3 defense. Whenever this character quests, if he has no damage, you may draw a card and then choose and discard a card. And of course you can quest him with 1 lore. Alright, Akela. 2 inkable, 3 attack, 2 defense. You can just quest for 1. Good little wolf card. Alright, we got Kakamora. So continue with the Kakamora cards of Pirates. 4 inkable, 1 attack, 6 defense, but Brawl, as long as you have another pirate, that character gains plus 3 attack. When challenging, you gain 3 attack. And of course you can quest for 1. So this is just to give your other pirate characters that are attacking plus 3 attack. So that's a solid card. That's another one that came out in French. We had to kind of decode better. And the artwork's just really fun on them. Alright, here we have Dr. Calico. 4 inkable, 3 attack, 4 defense. While this character has no damage, he gains resist plus 2. Which and they're swinging for anything at 2, it's just never going to take any damage. Alright, we're going back to some Jafar cards. 3 inkable, 3 attack, 2 defense, quest for 2 lore. When you play this character, chosen character gains Challenger 2, where they get plus 2 attack for when they're attacking. Next card, Yago. 4 inkable, 4 attack, 6 defense. He's evasive, and our new mechanic, Vanish, like we've been talking about. And you can quest with him for 1. And most of the Vanish cards, like, it sounds like they're extremely good cards, but again, any action that targets it, boom, off the field. Then we got Panique. He's 4 inkable, 2 attack, 3 defense. You can quest for 2. Scary Cry is when you play this character, move up to 2 damage counters from chosen character to chosen opposing character. Do a little damage Opsy spread. Archimedes is one of my favorite guys. He's 2 inkable, 2 attack, 2 defense. Learn more is each time this character is chosen by an opponent's action or ability, you may draw a card. Because obviously we just draw cards in purple. And we got another Bolt card. He's a 4 inkable, 2 attack, 2 defense. He's support, and he can quest for 2 lore. Alright, the Glass Slipper. This one took a little bit of translating. It's 2 uninkable. So perfect pairs, you may only have a maximum of 2 copies of the Glass Slipper in your deck. And then Search the Kingdom is banish this item. And it was weird. So it also has like a tap in the translation. So this might be one of these tap to banish. It didn't translate quite properly. But you can search for one of your prince characters, or banish this item, tap one of your prince characters, search your deck for a princess character card, and reveal it to all players and put that card into your hand, then shuffle your deck. I'm going to edit that on the image, so I just reread that and translated it even more properly. That's what it means. I'm happy we could discuss that correctly. All right, we got Aurora. This is a 3 inkable, 1 attack, 4 defense. You can Singer 5 with this, and whenever you remove 1 or more damage from a character, ready this character. She can't quest for the challenge for the rest of the turn. And you can quest for 2 on that one. And if you're doing some Aurora stuff, there's also Blue Aurora, so you can mix that in there. Spaghetti dinner. Bet you can guess what's coming up. Oop, I'm going a little fast here. That's all right. We got a 5 inkable, 4 attack, 7 defense. Then we got Old Mittens, 5 uninkable, 4 attack, 5 defense. He's bodyguard, and once during your turn, whenever a card is put into your inkwell, your other characters with bodyguard get +1 lore. Again, our Animania guys, Josh has got that bodyguard deck, so and it's yellow. I see this guy going into his deck. You can also quest with him for 2 extra lore. But yeah, anything to give your bodyguards even more abilities, why not? Alright, speaking of him, this is Canine Crunchies. Your puppy characters get +1 defense, and it's a 1 cost, it's inkable. I know Josh, when he watches this, that's probably going in your deck. Because, again, Dalmatian deck, it's all tail waggers that are puppy cards. All of them get an extra defense. Yeah, I see him using this one. Alright. So this one was another French card. Je te vois just does not translate to English. So just Je te vois. That's the name of this ability. So as long as you have Dolores Madrigal in play, that character gains +4 lore. Not this card. The other character gets another +4 lore. He's a 3 inkable, 3 attack, 4 defense. And he has 1 lore he can quest for. Scrooge McDuck. We got a 4 inkable, 4 attack, 4 defense. You may exert 4 items of yours in play, this character for free, which would be nice. If you don't have to play your characters, anybody using a bunch of items in your deck, this is a card you may want in there. When you play this character, look at the top 4 cards of your deck. You may reveal an item card and put it into your hand. Put the rest on the bottom of your deck in any order. And you can quest for 1. I have an idea that at some point, like future sets, they're going to have where you can draw cards off the bottom of your deck. We got Clarabelle. You can quest for 2, 3 attack, 3 defense, 4 inkable card. This was actually translated pretty well, so I kept it how it was. It has support, and Scoop is your other characters with support gain +1 attack. So if his bodyguard deck is yellow and blue, he can go, okay, here's extra lore and here's extra attack. And then we got a new Tamatoa card. Still blue, 6 inkable, 4 attack, 5 defense. When you play this character, return up to 2 item cards from your discard to your hand, which is great because I think he uses items, the original chapter card I'm thinking of. When this character quests, you may play an item for free, which is another really good thing to have items getting played for free, and you quest for 2 lore with them. Pepper, got another one of our Dalmatians. Not a Tailwagger card, but whenever one of your puppy characters is banished, you may put that card into your ink face down and exerted. So it's kind of a nice way to keep your puppy cards if you're using Tailwaggers or any other kind of puppy card. All right, good old Marie. You ever seen the Aristocats movie? Aristocats is one card's coming out, and so here's a good glimpse of all these. This is whenever this character quests, you may give chosen character -2 attack this turn. You can quest for 2 inkable, 1 attack, 2 defense. When we got Toulouse, he's a 1 cost, 1 attack, 3 defense, quest for 1. We also got Berluz, who is 2 attack, 5 defense, quest for 1. He's an inkable, 3 cost. Duchess, who is 2 inkable, 3 attack, 2 defense, quest for 1. And O'Malley, who is 3 inkable, 4 attack, 2 defense, has ward, and you can quest for 1. And then going on with some more pet cards, we got Lady from Lady and the Tramp. 1 uninkable, 1 attack, 2 defense. While you have a character named Tramp in play, this character gets +1 lore. And you can quest for 1. And since we've said there's a Tramp in play, we have the Tramp card. 2 inkable, and then we have 1 attack, 3 defense. If you have a character named Lady in play, you pay 1 less to play this character. When you play this character, chosen character of yours gets +1 attack this turn for each other character you have in play. And he is also able to quest for 1. He's a Tramp, is our song. Chosen character gets +1 attack this turn for each character you have in play. So it sounds like Lady and the Tramp cards is going to be your get as many characters as you can and start, upping the attacks on them. Here we go. This is a 4 uninkable, 3 attack, 3 defense. This translates to illegal conditions. Damaged characters cannot challenge your characters. And you can quest for 2. So this would be great to do with like grab your swords, or maybe even like fire the cannons, pinging damage using like Robin Hood. And then we're going to get into the red cards. 5 inkable, 6 attack, 5 defense, and quest for 1 lore. Edgar. I'm hoping they do not have the old guy in here yet, but I'm hoping, just because I love that line of the Aristocats movie, like, "Am I going too fast for you, Edgar?" Oh, and then there's a song from Aristocats too, where they're just doing the whole like everybody wants to be a cat kind of thing. Oh, and the goose. Bring the goose. Give us the goose card. So here we've got a 4 inkable, 4 attack, 3 defense. Whenever this character challenges another character, each opponent loses 1 lore. And you can quest for 1. This is great for... There's a lot of red cards that have your opponent losing lore. So I'd like to see somebody starting to do a deck where you're just constantly making your opponent lose lore. And then Toby, one of my favorite names. He's a 1 uninkable, 3 attack, 1 defense, and he can quest for 1 lore. Toby's going to be a good card in red. Alright, and then we have a 2 inkable card that's an item called Devil's Eye Diamond. So you can tap this card. If one of your characters was damaged this turn, gain a lore. Not that it has damage on it, but that it was damaged this turn. Alright, and then we've got a new Ratigan card. So this is a 4 inkable, 3 attack, 3 defense. Whenever you play an action while this character is exerted, gain 1 lore. And he quests for 1, so quest with him and gain your lore. So that is all of our cards so far from the set that's been released. Make sure to like and subscribe. This will be part 1. We're going to throw on possibly a part 2, part 3 as we get more coming out. Those subscriptions also help us keep doing these videos. And make sure to check out our eBay. We've got new prismatic set from Pokemon. There's a mystery box and a booster, the ETBs. And then we've also got a bunch of new Lorcana cards. We just pulled an Enchanted Mickey. Check out Into the Inklands. That set is dropped down to about $65 for an entire booster box. If you haven't gotten the set or you still need cards from it, now's a good time to get that. So otherwise, we will catch you on the next video and see you later.